when the difficulties are technical. I'm 2 minutes late. The stream is ruined. I have to close it. I have to end the stream. There's no stream. We can't do it anymore. It's over. Ugh. I knew this was a bad idea. I knew they'd never let me stream from my bed. Possibly my deathbed. We'll see. Hello, everyone. If it turns out that you guys can see my face, no, you can't. That was a nightmare world. You guys even hear me? Is the music playing? I put music on. I don't know what happened to it. Ugh. I can't figure out what's wrong with me. Which is like how it's been for most of my life, but like this is more serious. Hello, Vegas Hardest, Thomas, Mad Dude, Irrelevant. The chat's really far away. Super Spike, Kamui, Irrelevant, Harrium, Alex, Nate, Amadis, Ghost Lightning. I like that song, Ghost Lightning. I hope I feel better too. The problem is I don't even know what's wrong. I go to the hospital. I went to the hospital. And you know what? Oh, thank you, Bad Dude, for being a real faker for 27. I don't even think I have donos up. Oh, I do, but they're underneath my video capture. That's my bad. Sorry. I have like my little tiny screen set up here. And that's what's running the whole stream. It's not very efficient. So like, oddly enough, I picked the best day to go to the hospital in possibly like the last 20 years. There was barely anybody ahead of me in the line, and after I got to the nurse, I was only in the waiting room for like another 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, Penguin, for being a real faker for 14 months. Is that hentai? No? What? There's no hens or ties. Just Swedish fish coon and my various plushies that I've put here for aesthetic reasons. Hello, John Turner and Zacanator. Listen. So like, for the past few days, I've been having chest pains, which is like, maybe a reason to worry, maybe not. But you know, if like, your chest pain is severe, you might think you're having a heart attack, and it's serious. But this just kept happening on and off for like a few days, and I'm just like, okay, it's probably not a heart attack. That seems normal.
So cool.
It could just be from boxing too hard. Oh, thank you, Zacanator, for being a real faker for 43 months. You're very close to 4 years. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the 4-year badge. Yikes. Has my chest been hurting? I'm not a boxer, I just play Miku boxing every day. That counts as exercise. It elevates my heart rate, it counts. So I go in, I'm like, yo, my chest hurts, and also my jaw is going numb. It's not like numb, it kind of feels like how it feels 2 hours after getting a cavity filled at the dentist, you know what I mean? So like, it's numb, but like the feeling is still there. It's just like, it shouldn't feel this way, right? And now, like that numbness is like kind of spreading around and like fading in and out. And I don't know what to make of it. You're being tenderized with boxing gloves. No, I've never competed. They're selling life-size Gardevoir plushies. Yes, I've seen that. And now, like, the jaw numbness is fluctuating between numbness and pain. So I'm like, maybe I pulled a muscle or something. Anyway, I went to the hospital. They took my complaints very seriously. And they were like, okay, we're gonna do tests. They did tests, like, right away. The nurse who stuck me in the arm, like right here, she's the best nurse I've ever seen do that. She didn't fuck up hitting the vein once. She was just like, she put the, I think it's called an IV thing. They put a thing in your arm that makes it easier to draw blood from. And she got it on the first try. It was beautiful. I was just like, yes, thank you. You've made this so easy for me. Meanwhile, while she's doing that, the doctor is asking me all sorts of questions. And I couldn't see his entire face because he was wearing a mask, but that might have been the most beautiful doctor I've ever seen. He was extremely handsome and well put together, and I was like, what are you doing here, man? Shouldn't you be in a magazine? Like, he tells me all the business. They do like an EKG. They do blood tests. They do everything. They hooked me up to, like, they put so many stickers on me. I have one here, because I missed it when I was taking them off as I was leaving the hospital. They put so many stickers on me. That's one of the EKG stickers that I missed. And I left it up there because I'm lazy. And they're like, yeah, we took, like, EKG thing. Your heart is fine. You're not having a heart attack. And there's nothing wrong with your lungs. And you don't have a blood clot. So, we don't know what's happening to you. It could just be, like, a pulled muscle or something. Also, the numbness in your jaw, that could be from stress. He's like, anxiety can present as physical symptoms. And ordinarily, I would be furious at the implication that my symptoms are all in my head. But considering the fact that when I woke up this morning, my jaw wasn't numb until I started thinking about how it wasn't numb, he was probably right. I'm still mad about it, though. Stress can give you a whole different hair color. Well, my hair is not any whiter. In fact, it's quite dark, because it's black dye that never washed out. Very fascinating. But I am going to call the doctor tomorrow if this doesn't get better, because, like, there are other things it could be that are unrelated to the heart. Like, yes, I have chest pain, but what if the numbness is, like, related to, like, a brain thing? What if I'm having, like, a miniature stroke or something? I don't have any of the other stroke symptoms, but what if it's a stroke or a brain tumor? I'm scared that it's a brain tumor. I mean, it's probably not, because, like, I'm so young. I'm so young in Kauai, so, like, that would never happen to me. It might, though. It could. But I'm worried about my brain because the brain's been a real problem historically. Not like for people, well, for people in general, yes, but in my family, we've got a history of strokes, seizures, dementia, eventually. And I'm hoping it's not that, because brain surgery's kind of serious. And if it's really bad, you have to, like, travel to a specialist in, like, Montreal or something. Is that a Pokeball? Yeah, I keep trying to push it up with my foot, but it's not working. Stand up. I won this thing at a Dave & Buster's. It's shitty. I Feed Swedish Fish Coon. Yeah, he's eating you. Eating you, eating you, eating you. Those claw games are rigged? No, I didn't get in the claw game. I bought it with the tickets, you know. Like, I guess it's better for the environment that, like, the points you win in, like, Dave & Buster's and all those places are, like, just digital and from a card, but, you know, collecting all the tickets together sure was fun. Yeah, I bought that with tickets. Listen, I don't have a Dave & Buster's in my town. It's only, like, off in the city somewhere. So it's not like I was gonna save up my points to get something big after a few visits. I haven't been there in years. You should be resting. I am resting. This is the stream where I rest. It's the resting stream. See, I'm an excellent pacer. I'm excellent at pacing. That's the problem. But if there's anything that could get me to lie still in bed, it's a resting stream. With Swedish Fish Coon. You know what I was considering? Doing a live stream. I got my Switch over here. You can see the edge of it. I was considering doing a live stream where I would like put my camera like up above me, and then you could like watch me play Switch from like an up view perspective. But my camera was too heavy to latch on to my Vampire Dies in No Time wall scroll, so I scrapped the idea. Superhero ASMR with the alien film listener. Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, you were getting VHS tapes? I never had VHS tapes. You can see my legs moving around, I'm sorry. My feet is cramping up. It does that from time to time. Is the villain listener actually just a villain or just following around? I have no idea. I didn't write that. There's a chance the screen reflection shows your face. Listen, I've done a bunch of tests here today with my Switch. Yes, at certain angles, but I can hold it comfortably without it. But you won't be able to see it today because I've got the window open so I can view the snowstorm outside for comfort reasons. And yeah, the light is too bright. It reflects off the screen, so you wouldn't be able to see the game at all. Unfortunately. But I have the light on over there for visual purposes. Do they contract lycanthropy or vampirism? Well, that's tough. I do live near the woods, so I guess I would have somewhere to go if I turned into a werewolf. But a vampire, like, you just gotta do that all the time. I get depressed if I don't see the sun for too long, so I don't think I could be a vampire. I can't deny the beauty and the inherent sexiness of vampires, but I don't think I could be one. Yeah, that's Benry. I left him over there. I can't reach him. If I move up like even a little bit, you guys will see my face. So, mandatory non-face reveal required resting. Lemon juice for makeshift remedy. Why would either of those things help me? Help listener gets what they deserve. I mean, the pirated copy of the game. Like, I don't have a problem with piracy. I just wanted to be funny. Famicom detective games. Oh yeah, those remakes or whatever. Is it the Smiling Man or whatever? Emio. Probably not gonna play that. Basically just a period 2.0. What if the full moon falls on your period? That sounds fucking awful. This beautiful doctor experience possibly inspires script. I mean, I was thinking more like convincing your girlfriend to like call the doctor because she's actually unwell. I don't know enough about medical stuff to actually pretend to be a doctor myself. Unless I'm diagnosing you with necrosis, of course. You're gonna lose a lot of clothes. I mean, if I go out into the woods and I strip down, then I don't have to worry about the clothes. Unfortunately, I will be naked when I wake up after the full moon is gone, and that poses a problem. Am I naked under the blanket? No, I'm wearing pajamas. The fuck is wrong with you? Why would I be naked on a live stream? That'd be insane. I wore my bulkiest sweater for this. Well, not my bulkiest, but the bulkiest sweater with pockets. His pajama pants don't have pockets for some reason. Just carry your clothing ration when it's over? I mean, how are you gonna carry stuff when you're a werewolf? I mean, I guess you can, but like, aren't werewolves like out of control and don't remember that they're human? So wouldn't you just ditch the clothes somewhere? If listener Chan would be the beautiful doctor, I could do that. Might be a bit unrealistic though. I don't think any doctors are watching me. They wouldn't be able to relate. Anyway, is there someone wanted me to introduce the plushies? This is Ralsei. This is a gift. Or Max. Sit up. Sit up. It's Drifloon. We won't sit up. We got this at Con Bravo back in the day. It's not official, but I'm a fan of him. Grenifer, the Manatee, Benry, and Pokeball. Liza P DLC stream? I don't know. I didn't play through the whole game like normal. Well, like all I did was play as the Bone Bear, and I was like halfway through my second playthrough. I don't like to live stream Souls-likes because I'm bad at them. And it's basically just gonna be me stuck on a boss for like an hour or 3 hours. I found when Lies of P came out, I took the week off to play it, still didn't get it done. It was that hard and long. That's what she said. I did find when I played Lies of P for the first time, just getting stuck on a boss over and over again like really gets your adrenaline up, so it's great to do before a workout. Just play Lies of P in the morning before you go to the gym. Just hear a Discord notification? I mean, I hope not. I don't have that shit open. I better not have that shit open. Hold on.
must inspect. No. It's not there. I think you were lying. I think you told me a lie. We are listening to old Nintendo menu music, though, so... Ugh. We're gonna buy the Switch too? Maybe. Definitely not the first run of it. The stream is over. I did something. I had to sit up for that. Thanks. Much can I bench? I don't know. We don't have a bench press here. Someone stuck on a Souls boss is half of the appeal of Souls-like streams. Is it? Because I find that kind of boring. It's just like, oh, I'll just tune in and out of this stream while they're fighting this dude, and then they can get back to the actual story. That's interesting. You bought a Pokeball with your tickets at Dave & Buster's. What's the problem with that? They didn't have anything else good there. They had candy that looked bad. That's all they have at Dave & Buster's. Like, what else was I gonna do with the tickets? I can't read your username, but hello. I'm doing poorly. Vindication of seeing other players struggle as much as you did. I must admit, it was pretty cool to see Shinigami Eater, like, actually defeat all the bosses with the heavy as fuck wrench. I can never work with heavy weapons. I'm not that kind of person, but, like, he found the wrench and he was like, I'm dedicated to the working class. It was pretty cool. Save them for economic pleasure in the future. Yeah, I would if I lived near a Dave & Buster's. If Dave & Buster's was a location that I was attending with regularity, of course I'd be saving up my tickets. But the closest one is like a 3-hour drive away. And I hate driving. I hate it so much. Halloween Infinity Nikki is happening now. Oh my god, that always happens. I mean, that happened in, like, Love Nikki too. Like, they just introduced, like, the events at random from the OG server. Switch 2 is going to be a bit more powerful than the PS4. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a real powerhouse because it's a mobile console. It's not going to be much stronger than a Steam Deck, which I also own. There's something interesting that I've noticed today. I don't usually use the Switch in handheld mode, but after using the Steam Deck pretty much exclusively for Balatro, I have noticed how dainty and tiny the Switch is in comparison. It's like holding my phone. My phone's over here. It's like holding my smartphone in my hand and then holding my old iPod Touch in my hand and just being like, wow. They should make phones this small again. Like, I know people are like, oh, bigger screen, you can watch videos better, higher quality, and I'm like, no, I want them to be tiny. I would like phones to be smaller. I want them to fit in a pocket again. Switch is a pseudo console. I mean, sure. I do appreciate how Nintendo... I think the Switch was a genius idea. Can I be real? I think the Switch was a brilliant idea. Because they're just like, yeah, the 3DS, that did really well. I don't know about the other versions of the 3DS, whatever. They're just like, yeah, we've always done mobile consoles, and they've done well in tandem with our home consoles, but the Wii U didn't do that great. And they're just like, we'll just make our next console home and mobile. Because, like, these days phones can play 3DS games, so they didn't really need to make another, like, tiny specific console when, like, phones exist. They're just like, we'll make a console you can take everywhere, but it's, like, bigger, it can run fancier games. That was smart. That was smart of them. I do miss handheld consoles, though. We're never gonna get something like the PS Vita ever again. Mobile gaming is dead, and mobile gaming killed it. That being the phones. Actually, you know, speaking of the 3DS, I wasn't sure, because my 3DS is really old. Everyone's like, watch out for expanding batteries, and you know I've had some expanding battery scares lately. So I'm just like, okay. I'm just out of curiosity. Like, I'm looking at the back of my 3DS and I'm like, I can't tell. It almost looks like it's bulging. So I open it up, I take the battery out, and I can't tell. Like, my ability to tell the curvature of things is lacking. But I put the battery on a flat surface, and it kind of wobbled when I, like, pressed on it back and forth. So I think that means it's, like, slightly expanded, and that's gonna be a problem. So I just ordered a new one. I don't need that business. What type is it? You know, lithium ion, whatever. Switch one crashed, server playing Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, that sucks. The DS, it's a 3DS. The original 3DS. It's not like a 3DS XL or anything. Very specifically, the batteries for like the 3DS, new 3DS, 3DS XL and stuff, their batteries are different. But OG 3DS, that's normal. They got that. You can buy it on Amazon for $17, and then the shipping is extra. But I still bought it though. I don't give a fuck. I know I can play 3DS games on my phone. It doesn't matter. I already hacked the 3DS. I'm sticking to it. I've already done the work. Finally got to play Hollow Knight because you got a Switch. I mean, you can play that on a computer. But I can't deny that I also have it on Switch. Oh man, I think combined PC and Switch port, I've probably played Hollow Knight like over 100 hours. Like, when I try to think of like my favorite game, it's never the first one I think of, but considering how much I've played it and how into it I got for a while there, I think it would have to be one of my favorite games. Hey, do you guys think I should make a community post with my finished Hollow Knight embroidery? I only posted it on Tumblr. Wii U is more powerful than Xbox 360. I mean, didn't it come out after the Xbox 360? I think it'd have to be. Like, I'm sure it was running like more modern hardware. That doesn't mean it looked better, because Nintendo doesn't always look the best in the graphics department. Oh yeah, recently I watched the video of like the entirety of like transferring your system data from the Wii to the Wii U, and I don't understand why doing that just erases all the data from your Wii. Like, what if you want to keep using it? I think I'm having an okay rest, Phoenix. After the stream's over, I'll probably just sleep for a long time. I want to focus on gameplay. Yes. Gameplay. My hood's bunching up. That's not much more comfortable. You would like to see your finished embroidery, okay. I'll admit it didn't turn out very well because I'm not good at tracing onto fabric, but you know, it's fine. I've got the next mushroom embroidery that my sister gave me that I still haven't finished. It has a butterfly on it. It's kind of difficult. I'm still trying to figure out how to like embroider patches. Like they say you're supposed to like stick them onto like a backing fabric and then like do like a stitch around the edge or something. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out. Alright, goodbye, Nate. Yeah. I just figured if anything could get me to stay still for a bit. Well, that and Balatro. I've got a 3-hour-long video about the Serial Experiments Lane video game. And also Balatro. So that's probably what I'm going to do for the rest of the day after this. I just wanted to stream now because reasons. Have you ever fangirled over a video game character? Yes, his name was V Devil May Cry 5. Also several other ones. But V is the first one that always comes to mind. Like, V is the reason I bought Devil May Cry 5. Like, I was just like, oh, that's great. They're continuing with the DMC series, but I've never actually played any of the games in that series, so whatever. And then bro rolls up, emo hair, tattoos, like, open chest jacket, quoting poetry, and I was just like, I gotta play this fucking game. Balatro ASMR, yeah. A Blueprint Joker mimics everything that you do. Never bought Mario Kart for the Switch because I played it on the Wii U and I don't want to unlock all those characters and parts and trophies again. Yeah, that's fair. I own that game though. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of V. I've got his figure. Not like the one that costs like $1,000, like chibi figure. It's shitty though. Like it comes with a stand that doesn't even keep him standing up. I had to lean him against like an old rocket-shaped piggy bank from the 1950s. It's over there. You can't see it though. It's on top of the bookshelf. Sounds like Shakespeare but hotter. Literally, Griffin, his like demon bird companion, calls him Shakespeare at one point. Who's he quoting? I forget. Like I wrote some fanfics about him. I should know who he's quoting because I had to look up the poet that he always quotes for some gratuitous poetry references in my fanfic. But there's one specific poet that he's always quoting from his book. V looks like he should smoke 3 cigarettes less per day. I mean, I don't even think he knows what those are, I'm gonna be honest. Considering his backstory.
Yeah, like, Nintendo did have good hardware, but they didn't make good use of it. They like cartridges, they're just like, yeah, we've done cartridges forever, why would we stop now? And then, I don't know why they were thinking mini discs. I guess they just wanted the GameCube to be smaller. The GameCube, that was as close to a portable home console as you could get, because, like, didn't it have a handle? It's just a box. You could just carry it. Very easy. The Wii was much more delicate. Like a scared horse. So it is written. God, he's so cool. I actually do have a compilation of all his voice lines saved in my phone. His voice actor is like aces, okay? Honestly, I think if I wanted to, I probably could hire him for something, but it would be very expensive, so... maybe in another life. A compact box that was easy to code for? Yeah. Good call. They're crying babies over piracy? Yeah, they absolutely are. They're a bunch of little bitches. The GameCube, you need to be able to take it to a friend's house and then use the link cable to connect your Game Boy Advance to it. I always thought that was so cool, but I never had a GameCube. I only had the Game Boy Advance, and that was after I moved away from right next door to a friend who had a GameCube. Sucks. I really wish I owned one, but my parents wouldn't buy it for me. The first home console I ever owned was a Wii. And I mean, I guess the Wii was good. Everybody used the Wii. We all loved Wii Sports, Wii Fit. We played the fuck out of Guitar Hero. It was epic. Now I don't even have the Wii anymore. I think we gave it to a neighbor. But if I wanted one, I could find it and the Wii Fit at the local thrift store for like under 50 bucks. If you go to a thrift store, there are going to be so many Wii balance boards there. I promise you that. They've got tons of them. Canada beat US in hockey, as so it is written, as it was predicted. Everyone has a Wii, just check your couch cushions. Well, the thing is that the Wii was super cheap. That's, well, cheap relatively for a game console. That's why it was so popular. The only issue was actually finding one. I believe when we got the Wii, it was from my grandmother, and she had to, like, wait in line to get it. Like, it's kind of like another PS5 situation, just not as expensive. Just around here, Wiis were hard to find. My parents bought me a PS2 because of having a DVD player. I bet you people wanting a Blu-ray player is what shifted a lot of PS3s, gonna be honest. Nintendo wasn't ready because they never sold like that? Yeah. Like, the Wii really was the console for everybody. Like, even old people could play it. I remember, classic story, my mom telling me about this guy who broke his foot playing Wii bowling. Like, Wii Sports bowling. Like, how?
What songs play? Hold on. I'm gonna tune in the sounds of music. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let me know if it's too loud. Did he use a real bowling ball? I have no idea. I think like, yeah, like if you like stand up and like you're playing Wii Bowling, maybe you'll like put your foot forward while you'd step forward a bit to like throw the ball. Maybe he like hit his foot on like a coffee table or something. We got a 360 just for Netflix. The Wii could do Netflix. I don't know if the Wii actually did DVDs though. I don't think it could. I think I remember putting a DVD in once and it was like, no. But you could play Netflix on the Wii. I remember that. Wouldn't mind if they brought back the IR bar. Yeah, I mean, there is one thing that I'm very impressed with the Miku fitness boxing is like, you don't need a sensor, you punch, and it detects the punches, but it's not great at detecting the punches. Like, it'll tell you to do like an uppercut, but if you just do like a jab, it works, because it's not that fine-tuned. Also, if you're supposed to be like shuffling from like side to side or like doing a sway back, it doesn't detect those very well at all. It was planned but never executed. Yeah. Well, that's fine, because in the same room that we had the Wii in, we also had a DVD player, because it was connected to the... Well, not a TV, it was a TV, but in the basement at my old house, we had a projector screen. That shit was so cool. We were just like, yeah, total, like, finished basement with a projector screen. I don't think the projector screen was widescreen, though, so it, like, wasn't amazing for watching movies on. But it worked for the Wii, because I don't think the Wii was in widescreen. Maybe it was, though. I don't remember. Give my mom my Xbox One after upgraded so she can use all the streaming apps on it. Wow. And I think those are just usually built into the TV now. Like, I have a smart TV, like the world's cheapest, shittiest smart TV. It's like over 10 years old now. It has like a Netflix app on it, but unless you connect it to like, I think an Ethernet connection, you have to put in the Wi-Fi password every time you turn it on. But it has like Netflix on the controller and a bunch of other streaming services that either don't exist anymore or were US exclusive, so never worked anyway. We got Netflix very late compared to other consoles. Maybe. It also had YouTube. Well, it didn't have YouTube, it had a browser that could play YouTube. Better than the DSi. DSi couldn't play shit. The only thing you could do on the internet on a DSi was go to fanfiction.net. Which I did. Use the Wii's internet browser to log on to AIM to keep in contact with my online friends. Oh my god. Just typing using the Wiimote? Just like, hey guys, my PC is still broken. This is oddly early. I didn't feel like resting later. Also, I've got a phone call I gotta do. I wish I'd brought my Pocky over here. Yesterday, after I was done with the hospital, I went to the dollar store And they had Pocky there. I was so surprised. You don't even have to go to like the foreign food section of the grocery store to get Pocky anymore. It truly is worldwide, and you can get it for $1.75. That's awesome. And like way cheaper than most candies. I thought because it was foreign they'd like upcharge me. It'd be like $3, but the dude was like, nope, $1.75. I paid with a toonie. How many things can you buy in this day and age that you can just buy with a toonie? Those Japanese chocolate sticks, yeah, they're just chocolate sticks. Bread sticks, maybe they're pretzel sticks. I have no idea. Ugh, PictoChat was so awesome. But gotta bring back PictoChat. Also, I remember, total game changer when I was a kid, finding out that you could make like animations with PictoChat. Like there was a limited amount of frames you could have, obviously, but like you could just like copy a chat and then like move an image slightly over, and you could do like flip book style animations with PictoChat. I did that. Typing, my parents confiscated my phone, computer, and everything else, but forgot the Wii. They forgot about the smart fridge. Do I sound like Dr. House? I don't sound like I'm pretending to be American. It's ridiculous. I don't sound like that. What's a Valley Girl accent? Is that a weighted blanket? No, the weighted blanket is over there. It's under, like, listen, I usually just end up using one blanket, so like the smaller blanket and the weighted blanket are just on the side of the bed. This is one of the benefits of having a queen size, is that you can just, yeah. I got this blanket for Christmas, though. That's recent. Evil Chase be like, no, I won't kiss that dying 9-year-old. I keep hearing about this. From Tumblr. What the fuck happens in House? There's a House anime girl version? Why am I not surprised? '80s California girl. California girls. Snoop Dogg is there. I don't think I'm in the mood to do a Valley Girl accent. Of the Deltarune boy plush, thank you. I still haven't removed the tag. I think it's very cute. Maybe I should take it off and just put it on my bulletin board. Next to New Year's resolution and that old Tamagotchi I found. You can't see it, but I found an old Tamagotchi and I put it on the board after I threw everything else in the box it was in away. I'm being sensible and I'm throwing things out. Not the iPhones, though. Also, can anybody help me out with this? The new iPhone back arrived. I can't get it to go on. It just won't go on. Like, maybe the tabs got fucked up when the old back exploded off of it, but it won't go on the phone. Like, what the hell? And, like, the back is, like, I don't know if it's official or what, but it is made of glass, so I don't want to break it again. They aren't very well made, yeah. We've been new. And yet for some reason, the much older iPod Touches are doing just fine. No battery expansion, no cracked screens, nothing. Well, the screens are cracked, but that's user error. Why do they need 3 people to play Wilson? What? I know today is Pinocchio Day. No. I don't think he deserves a day. You know what I am getting tired of? Like, the main character in Lies of P doesn't really have a name. Everybody just calls him, like, a puppet of Geppetto, or, like, they don't refer to him by name at all. Geppetto just calls him son. It's sus. So he doesn't have a name. I'm getting sick of that. I'm getting sick of protagonists without names. Robert Sean. Oh, I get. Sorry, I don't know who plays him. That's a Soulsborne thing. Yeah, but like, at least like 2 other series I've read, they're mangas. They're just like main characters are not given a name unless like it gets renewed for like a 2nd volume and they realize just calling each other by like weird nicknames isn't really working out. Doesn't the King of Puppets call him by name? He calls him Carlo, doesn't he? But the character you play as in Lies of P is not Carlo. He's a puppet made to resemble him. He doesn't have his soul, and then a bunch of shit happens and like his soul can be imbued into him, and I don't know, it's complicated and kind of dumb, but you know what I mean. Doesn't he get called Pinocchio by Sophia? No, Sophia calls him Clever One. Or like something one. She uses like she uses a lot of descriptive words for him. I don't think she calls him by name at any point. Yeah, it's just annoying. It's like, if I look up Lies of P on Tumblr, I'm guaranteed to find like artwork of this guy, but the tags will just be like, they just call him P because like that's the shortest name they can come up with for him, but that doesn't really fit. I mean, Gemini just calls him like pal or buddy. Like, what's his fucking name? Get like tarnished. No, I understand how it is for other Souls-likes, because those are just like you're playing whoever, the tarnished. But Lies of P has a very specific protagonist. It's all the same guy. You can put different outfits on him, but he's always going to be the puppet of Geppetto. He's not a bunch of different people. Krill-eating whales can't actually swallow people because their mouths are big. Their throats are only the size of a fist. Well, that makes sense. But depending on how good they are at sucking in that krill, that sounds like a horrible way to die. What time is it? It's high noon. His name is John Lies of P. Sekiro's MC has a name, Sekiro. The C is very clean and simple. very easy to remember. In cases where whales have scooped up people in their mouths, but they always spit them back out. Oh, thank God. Very polite. Do I read Yowie? Do I read Yowie? Rolling up to my stream asking, do I read Yowie? I literally have a tab of it open on my phone right now. I'm not going to show what it is, though. Listen, I'm a Fujoshi of the highest order, and I'm not gonna stop. Can I get a little bit cranked for a second here? Can I be a bit of a bitch? I keep seeing these posts going around on Tumblr where people act as though it's the height of misogyny that MM is more popular on AO3 than FF, and like, it's literally just personal preference. Like, yeah, maybe internalized misogyny could have something to do with it, but in general, people are gonna write fanfic about, like, characters they find attractive, banging other characters they find attractive, and if they're not attracted to women, which most straight women aren't, and they do make up the majority of the demographic of AO3, then it kind of makes fucking sense that, like, MM would be more popular. Just saying. I'm correct, and I'm right. Stop trying to make fandom into activism. It doesn't work. It's okay, Rafe. You didn't know. I mean, I'd make it more obvious, but if I put Fujoshi in the title of my channel, I'd probably get in trouble. Irrelevant, I can't read what you just wrote. Like, that is another argument against why there's more MM. Because people will say that it's objectifying gay men. And I'm gonna say it again. Straight women writing about dudes fucking each other is not the height of homophobia. Who gives a shit? Didn't know they didn't do as well for you. No, that's chill. I do F for F for reasons. You can do anything. F for F. Yeah, generally, it usually doesn't do as well. But I don't give a shit. I don't make videos because they do well. I make the videos because the videos. I'm just here. Reaching forward across these new frontiers. You can commission anything. People be commissioning me to read The Showers. It's not a good creepypasta. I'm gonna say it. You know what? It's controversial, but I believe in it. The Showers isn't that good of a creepypasta. I don't get it. Can you do M for M too? Well, I haven't, but Real has. Real hasn't uploaded in a very long time, though. He is in Yaoi jail. you're so dead set on the giantess vor, Thomas. I'm trying to keep my channel. Yeah, I mean, people who aren't, people who aren't women who are into women watch F for F on occasion. It's just a matter of putting yourself into a different role. You know, a lot of the guy ASMR dudes that I follow, they'll do M for M on occasion, and those do very well. Because the Fujoshi, they are a dedicated people. I commissioned 10 minutes of slurs. Oh man, have you guys heard the slur song? I could do a cover of the slur song. No. That song, it's like one of the few things to go viral from Tumblr, and like Tumblr can't even use it as like advertising material because it's just slurs. Why did they have an Australian text-to-speech voice read out all those slurs? Romance, I like women, I like romance between women, not that complicated. Yeah, and like, you could say that replaced women with men for Fujoshi, and yet some people don't get it. They're just like, oh, it must be their misogyny that they're not writing Yuri instead of Yaoi, and I'm like, nope. You don't understand the demographics. Or what you're talking about. Got me annoyed by how stupid the names of the Dead Cell members are, but he's called Vamp because he's bisexual. Or am I misremembering? Is Vamp a slur for bisexual? Is that what it means? Thank you. The Driftman would be a lot nicer if he'd fucking sit up for this. Lazy ass. Sit up. The fuck's your problem? There. There's one named Chinaman. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Why'd they do that? Never seen the Metal Gear Solid clip. Which one? There's a lot of them. Haven't seen the Maxor video. I've seen Maxor videos. Don't assume things about me. Oh good, it's still snowing. I don't have to worry. Apparently they died before the game started. Oh, they killed for being racist, huh? Saying Dracula is gay. Dracula is definitely bisexual. He was up to some gay shit in that castle. Nosferatu also. In the remake, at least. hell is that noise? What are you people saying? I can barely read it. They're warmongers and a lot of them are openly racist. Yeah. That checks out. I believe in this. I'm gonna look at my phone. Nobody look at my phone but me. Oh, it's charged. Fabulous. Hey everybody, my phone's charged. Yay. That means when I watch that Serial Experiments Lane video while I play Balatro, it will not run out of energy. That's epic. I can watch it while I'm doing my embroidery in my chair. The embroidery chair. I just keep all of my embroidery items on the edge of the chair, and that's where I do the embroidery. Very convenient. I'm glad I bought that chair. Gucci and Izzy would have a pass for every word. Oh my god. I just realized that chat is not appearing on screen at all. It could be because I'm an idiot and put it underneath my fucking face cam. Again. Stupid. I might be dumb. But then if chat's covering my hand, I'll put it over there. Stupid. I might be dumb. Watching a restaurant stream will mean needing to sleep because it's current. What? Go to bed. Go to bed. I went to bed at 10:30. Then I woke up at 7, and my stupid Fitbit still told me that I didn't get 8 hours of sleep. Watch any new shows? I watched the first few episodes of Dr. Stone. Because I thought it sounded interesting, and it is. It's just like bros inventing stuff to like recreate modern human civilization. And then all the girls have fitted outfits. That wasn't a thing. Like they come across like a village, like a tribe of like primitive people who have like been living, like their tribes existed for like a while, so they're living like simple lives and they're all wearing like very basic clothes, but for some reason all the women have like fitted dresses, and that kind of took me out of the story because like form-fitting, like in order to make clothes form-fitting, there involves fabric wastage, and also like those techniques like weren't discovered for like quite a while. Like it doesn't make any sense. I think the garments that the women are wearing should be just as shapeless as the men's are. It's unrealistic. I know that's dumb to complain about an anime, but like Bro's like going around being like, oh, it's so hard to get by as just like a single human in a Stone Age world. And then they're like, the women are all just wearing like modern style dresses, but like kind of torn up and rustic looking. No muscle cave woman. There is a character. Also, all the women look really weird. They've all got weird eyes. I don't know how to explain this. Their faces look weird to me. But there is one woman who's like incredibly strong. She's a very strong character, and she like trains every day. She's an incredible fighter. But she's a fucking twig, just like all the other women are. Like, the strong guys in the series, like the beefy, strong guys, are all very muscular, but the strong women are just fucking twigs. Like, come on. Spoilers, they're not simple. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far in the story, but still. It's like... they bring their friend back to life, who's a girl, and she's wearing, like a dress that's, like, laced up at the sides. You can see, like, the entirety of her sides. Just, I don't know. Whatever. They're not wearing modern clothes, it's just the clothes that don't feel period appropriate. Female clothing designs get even more unrealistic later on. I believe you. Complaint about realism is valid in my opinion. Well, that's the thing, right? The dude's like, we're gonna make like gunpowder, and he's talking about like specific acids that do certain things and like chemical reactions and all that. And like, bro's a scientist, like a teenage scientist who's like launched rockets in his backyard, like ones that he built. And it's like, we're getting really into the realism of the science here, but like, I don't know, clothing is like a very specific thing. Don't be afraid of muscle mommies. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like that girl who came very close to beating up the extremely muscular, strong guy should also be muscular and strong. Watching 100 Girlfriends anime? Yeah. Apparently, I've heard that, like, the dude writing it is, like, dedicated to actually having 100 girlfriends in it by the end of the series, but who knows how long that's gonna take. He's gonna be doing that series for the rest of his life. At least if it doesn't get canceled. And if it does, they'll probably have to do like 5 chapters where it's just like a time skip where like the main dude just gets a bunch of different girlfriends. Everyone sucks at making clothes except for the one girl. Which girl? Like the craft... the girl who was in the craft club. I don't remember any of their names because it's been like 3 days since I watched it. Yeah, okay. Now that makes sense. Like, I'll admit, the series has some intrigue, but like the fact that they just like they wake up the one guy from Stone, and just like he seems chill at first, but one episode later he's like talking about genocide. I'm like, yeah, okay. Set up the villain real fast. And they tried to make it more dramatic by him being like, you know, if we had met before the apocalypse happened, maybe we would have been friends. To like try and make it seem more emotional, but I'm not feeling anything. One of the main points is how bad everyone is at making clothes, and yet several of the women that we see in the village that they find near the beginning of the series, like, they're wearing fitted dresses that are like low cut and like showing a bit of cleavage. It's like, no, impractical. I'm not believing in this. Like, I can admit, before it was like easy to obtain sewing needles and thread, making clothes probably was hard as fuck. I can't deny. Right, quesadillas out of 10. I mean, it depends on what's inside of them, but, you know, it's cheese and tortilla. You can't really go wrong, so I'll give it a 10. Well, maybe a 9. It's not as good as pizza. Do you mind spoilers on character designs? That's fine. You can tell me about them. I'm just gonna assume that all the women in the series are gonna have that weird fisheye thing going on. And fish mouth. Just what is going on with all the female character designs? Why do they look like that? They look like they're from like a completely different era of anime. Like, I'm thinking back to like those like derpy screenshots from like mid-2000s anime I've seen. It's like, yeah, that's that. They have a character named Kirisame. Okay. Refried beans. I'm a huge fan of refried beans. And our artist drew them. Look, drawing porn is no excuse for having poor character designs. You can do better. And you should. Nobody look at my phone. Dr. Stone Kirisame. Show me images. Girl, what the fuck is that? Like, I've already accepted the weird shoes. Like, fine, that can be developed. But what the fuck is this outfit? What the fuck is her face? Sheer fabric is not that easy to come across in the Stone Age. Is that the 3DS theme? I don't know. Let me listen. Yeah, that's the 3DS music. It's just a compilation of all the Nintendo menu musics. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, drawing pornography, drawing hentai, that should make you, like, good at drawing anatomy and figuring out how to draw attractive faces. So why do all the women look like that? Very nostalgic, yes, especially since I've got my Switch here. The Switch is silent. It's a silent console. We really lost out on the Wii to Wii U era of noisy menus. Put some music on that bad boy. Make them have chimes and fun noises. You know how it is. Yeah, I said drawing pornography. I was talking about when people draw porn. You hear me? That's what I was talking about. If you're going to be drawing not safe for work content, you should have a good grasp on anatomy. Am I wrong? I mean, like, yeah, anatomy's really hard. Like, no doubt. Tough. But if you're going to be drawing people naked, you gotta figure it out. Unless, like, you're drawing Pikmin. Pikmin are very easy to draw and they don't wear clothes at all. Yeah, no Mii's. Like, what the hell? They better bring back Mii's for the Switch too. Like, come on. Mii's were huge. After your face reveal, will you ever consider doing a fan meetup? Nah. Well, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't do like an official fan meetup. I would, if I like was known to the world and my face was out there, I'd just be like, yo, I'm at unspecified anime convention. I'll sign something for you if you want. I'm so mad because of all the bullshit I was doing yesterday with my health. I forgot to buy tickets for DashCon 2 and they sold out within a half hour. What bullshit is that? I know there's not that many people near Toronto that are on Tumblr. This bullshit. I know realistically it's probably not even going to be that good because it's a single day con, but I'm still mad. For fuck's sake. Maybe if I just go to Toronto on the day of, I can sneak in. Yeah, I do worry about, like, certain... Like, I worry about my face reveal. One, it happening accidentally because I'm not ready for that. And, like, people will stop watching the channel. But after I get my... I don't even know if they send out something for, like, 100K anymore. Maybe they stopped. But after I get my notice, if I do a face reveal, what will become of me? Like, most of you aren't Canadian, and, like, those of you that are Canadian are, like, nowhere near me because I'm in the middle of nowhere, but, like, what if... Why is there, like, a little notch on Swedish Fish Coon? What the hell is that? Well, thank you, Pocket Juju, for becoming a real faker. Or being a real faker again. Thank you. See if you can get in as an uninvited guest appearance. Yeah, I already missed the, well, I already missed the panel application, so I guess I can't go. Thank you, Steve the Wizard, for being a real faker for 36 months. Yay. Is that 3 years? I'm bad at math. Congratulations. He got the pink star, yay. Swedish Fish Coon is proud of you. Rousey is also proud of you. am feeling better. Like, streaming and distracting myself. Still got room to worry though, so that's not helping. Yeah, I got Drifloon. He's actually sitting up this time. Yay. Fucking Pokeball won't though. Asshole. How many children has your Drifloon taken? Got Ralsei. Just fucked up. That's why they're both here. I'm reorganizing my legs. Got too many of these things. Or maybe not enough. You know how awesome it would be to have 4 arms? It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. It says Swedish on the other side too. That's not canon to Swedish fish candies though. Or they have more limbs than less. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about like shapeshifters. That'd be so fun. You could freak people out so easily.
And like, here's one particular thing of like, imagine like a mischievous shapeshifter character to do. They'd be like, this is the sound of one hand clapping, and then they shapeshift, so like a second hand grows out of the one wrist, and then they're just like that. Wouldn't that be funny? Just to fuck with people. Or like somebody challenges you to rock, paper, scissors, and then like you shapeshift so you don't have hands. It's like, sorry, can't play. You're debating on getting the Blahaj. I know that's not how it's pronounced, but it's how I'm gonna say it.
I mean, it's IKEA, so it's cheap, but you don't know if it'll like be useful or like be strong. What if it falls apart? What if it's poor quality?
You'd open any discussion with General Kenobi. You are a bold one. I think people could recite the prequels entirely through memes.
Yeah, I mean, shapeshifter audios, those are fun, but it's hard to like
Realistically describe how the body is changing without it seeming like cheap exposition. Like, oh my goodness, I've just grown a second arm, a third arm, whatever. I've grown an arm from my arm. You see what I'm getting at here? Just like splits at the elbow. Wouldn't be very useful.
You ordered a new computer. Oh my god.
I mean, it's only 6 years old. But I guess that was an eternity ago. God. Got it under 3K? That's pretty good, actually. You got a raise? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I could shapeshift, I'd just use it to be really lazy. I'd essentially just, like, turn into, like, Mr. Fantastic and just, like, stretch my arm to reach shit. You see, they're making that new movie. It doesn't really look all that good. But it takes place in, like, I think the 60s, so it might just have, like, a little bit of charm that way, at least. That's fun. Like retro futurism. So that's a little bit fun. You're a big Fantastic Four fan? My apologies. I mean, yeah, if you're a fan of the Fantastic Four and you've been seeing the movie adaptations they've been getting for like the last 50 years, yeah, I'd be excited too, I guess. Oh my god. Like, it's rough when, like, it's generally agreed upon that the best Fantastic Four movie is the one that didn't even release. At least someone understands the assignment. Oh, so they are a family. Okay. So it's more than just, like... I know two of them are, like, directly related through cultural osmosis and such, but, the rest of them, they are a family, then. Familiar with Marvel Rivals? I've seen people play it, but I'm not gonna play it myself. I don't like those kinds of games. I've seen Moist Critical bitch about the game crashing a bunch. Oh yeah, what's he doing? I think he decided to, like, go on vacation, and he's, like, having a bunch of people sub in for him for a couple weeks. That's kind of interesting. The costumes look cool in the unreleased one. I gotta be real, I've seen, like, GIFs of the new one, and the costumes look very cheap. Not gonna lie. Ben Grimm is the only good person in the Fantastic Four? Damn. Okay. I mean, I don't know much about him. He's just like a rock guy. He's a rock monster. Are your plushies dating each other? Oh my god, sit up straight. Maybe if I was like 9 years old and still using them in stories, but no. I don't have the childish spirit in me to, like, come up with stories for my toys anymore. I fell off. This comes with age. Ever played Bendy and the Ink Machine? I get, like, this weird feeling that I might have played, like, the first chapter that was free. I do own a Bendy and the Ink Machine shirt, though. I love the aesthetic. It's just Bendy, like, holding an umbrella in the rain. I think he's a great character design, but from what I saw of the games of, like, people doing Let's Plays, it didn't seem all that engaging. I'm gonna be honest. You make roleplay audios, though? Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting at the computer writing. I'm not playing with my toys. Reed and Sue are married eventually. John is Sue's brother, and Ben knows Reed from college / the war. Right, the war. Old-timey comics loved the war. I mean, eventually it's just gonna be weird if Magneto is still a Holocaust survivor, right? Unless they set it back in time, it's not gonna make any sense. Unless he's immortal. He could be immortal. They're always public with their identities. Oh yeah, very cool. We play Pokemon. Who's my favorite? My favorite? Like person? Or just Pokemon in general? Because I don't know. Favorite Pokemon. I like the one that's like a bug with a scarf. I think its name is Cutiefly. Reed Richards is a supervillain with good publicity. Susan Storm cheated on Reed. Oh my god, she cheated on him? And Johnny Storm is an eternal frat boy. I mean, that goes for like half of all superheroes, I'm gonna be honest. Drifloon, it's right there. I like Drifloon. I don't know if he's my favorite, though. I can have plushies of things that aren't my favorite. It's comics, literally any couple is doomed. Damn. How will me and Swedish Fish can survive when we live in a comic universe? Scary. I don't acknowledge any comic continuity from the last 20 years or so. Okay. What was the hardest video to record? The Scott the Woz videos. I'm not even gonna get into it. You said Drifloon and all those plushies. Okay, what? He's one of my favorites. I don't have a Cutiefly plushie. If we're talking canonically, if I'm in the Pokemon universe, I have a Drifloon. But like, maybe it's just because that's like my second favorite Pokemon. I live in a region that doesn't have Cutiefly. What then? Cutiefly is in the game too because I like it. Nice. I don't have one though. I only have Drifloon. Will Ribbon be? I don't remember which one I like more. I can't. The one that has the scarf, whichever one that is, I'm a fan. Oh, Lopunny? The rabbit, like, the rabbit Pokemon or the rabbit girl Pokemon? Excelgor. Have I ever played Cuphead? No. It's hard. Probably wouldn't like it. F4 got invited to Dr. Doom's wedding as a way of mending fences. He knowingly slept with Doom's fiancée the night before the wedding? Okay, but that's funny though. That's pretty funny. It's like, as revenge for all your villainy, I fucked your girl. That's funny. It's funny. Selgor is the gray one with the, like, scarf hair. Greninja's the one with the tongue as a scarf. Well, I don't know about those, but I like the cutie fly. Or Ribbonby, whoever it is. What do you think of Doctor to poster turning in Spider-Man No What? I didn't watch Spider-Man. I don't care about Marvel now. I considered watching the Endgame, but it was really long, so I decided not to. And then I stopped watching MCU stuff. I feel like I should have watched Loki, but I just couldn't bring myself to care. I'm over it. The idea of program, yeah, I couldn't program a ROM hack. I could never do it. When they make him a slut in the 2000s. I saw the movie, he was fucking left, right, and center. Hated Reed because Reed is the worst. Canonically tried to come up with a cure for autism bad. What if I was controversial? Look, they'll call me a madman, but Swedish Fishcoon supports me. I think if there was like a magic pill I could take to cure me of my neurodivergence, that would be epic and I would take it immediately. I would love to be neurotypical. Sorry. It's like visiting my grandma all over again when she had dementia and couldn't get out of bed. Yep, we've all been there. Several times. Just so many people with dementia in my family. Were your Sonic.exe ASMR? Oh yeah, I only remember that because somebody sent it to some React guy's channel, like not a big one, like a dude with less subscribers than me who reacts to shit. And he was just utterly unwilling to engage with the premise. He was just like, I don't know who this is, I don't know who you are talking to me, this doesn't make any sense, that video was stupid. And that's his reaction. I don't think it would be myself. I would be cured of my neurodivergence. Yeah, that's fair. See, I see that. People are like, when people propose like a cure for autism, they're usually just meaning like a therapy that forces autistic people to suppress like their autistic traits. That's basically what they mean. They're just like, it's like a form of conversion therapy that doesn't actually do anything. But like, medically speaking, if there was like medicine that I could take that would make me better at thinking and interacting with people, maybe I'd be interested in that. Doesn't sound legit, probably won't ever exist, but like, should some sort of magic alchemy figure that shit out, hate to say it, but I'd be down. The only issue is that were such a thing to exist, it would not be an option, right? Like, I would like it if I were neurotypical, but some people wouldn't prefer to be that way. But the medical establishment would like probably force it on them and like call them non-compliant if they didn't want to stop being autistic. So there's the problem with it. I see I've lost a lot of you. Who's better, Mario or Sonic? Sonic's more interesting. Not safe for work audio of like your angry video game nerd girlfriend reviews your dick. Oh no. I think I might get sued if I tried that. If I could cure any of my mental issues, I'd go for my ADHD. Yeah, seriously. I don't know, there just seems to be like a lot of debate in the disabled community about like people wanting to be cured versus like people taking pride in their disabilities, and it's like I think there's room for both sides here. Or if I'm gonna be honest, that is not a topic I feel comfortable broaching. Just in general. That's far outside my pay grade. Imagine having a completely different way of existing than do I still exist? Yeah, see, that's totally fair. Like, maybe if I were more neurotypical, I would just be completely different. Or maybe I would be the same, I just wouldn't have, like, the issues that I do now. So, like, you never know. The guy behind the AVGN recently outed himself as a horrible person. Yeah, the Real Game Awards thing. I only heard about that tangentially, and I'm very disappointed, to be honest. Like, man, that sucks. Executive dysfunction is a bitch. I feel you. I understand. I want to play a challenging horror game. Try Bendy in the Dark Revival. It sucks. How many Bendy games are there, though? Isn't there's like one, and then I think there's a remake, and then is Dark Revival like a third game? I don't even know. I know, like, the big complaint with the first game was like, yeah, this isn't fun to play at all. But, like, some of the set pieces were good. I like the aesthetic. I like the old rubber hose cartoon style. That's fun. Good aesthetically, fabulous. Everything else? I don't even really know what the story was. Could miss out on some great ASMR content, so I may not be neutral in this. What does that have to do with ASMR content? I mean, I guess we could argue that, like, not being neurotypical makes me more creative, but I don't know, there are plenty of creative people that are, like, completely mentally healthy, so I don't know. Main games of Bendy and the Egg Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and imports in the Dark Survival? What? One hour, let me show you my homework on Bendy. I'm sure I could find a very in-depth video essay about it right now. It's starring Markiplier, because they took all their clips from his streams of it. Or no, wait, Bendy's old enough that, like, he probably wasn't streaming it, he was probably just, like, playing it like normal Let's Plays. Remember that? Remember Let's Plays? I remember Let's Plays. I remember. I was there. I was there, Gandalf. Game Grumps episode of that had me rolling. Bad Ben? Okay. There are a lot of bad guys named Ben. Joey Drew wanted to bring his creatures to life, but the ink demon didn't come out as bendy and created an ink room, which is a cycle loop. That's the story. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's snowing anymore. What the hell? Hope you guys can't see my face when I look to the left. That'd be disappointing. It's a free game. Okay. Fish coon. It's flying through the sky. Swedish fish coon. How long have I been streaming for? Markiplier called out Honey as a scam. I mean, what's his name? Friggin' Dan Olson called Honey a scam before it came out as a scam. He was wrong about why it was a scam. He was like, online data harvesting scam Honey. That's what he called it. But like, the fact that it was an even greater scam, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, everybody knew that was a scam, right? I can't imagine anybody actually using it. They're just like, of course, it finds you coupons for free. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like a scam, especially since they're advertising themselves. I could believe in an app that like finds you coupon codes from all around the internet, but that would just be like somebody did as like a Firefox extension. That wouldn't be something people advertise, because who would pay money to advertise that? 111 minutes? Okay. Don't think that's a kind of neurodivergence that has upsides. No, for real. I'm gonna be real, sometimes being disabled just has no upsides. Like, there are people that can make a real thing of it. They're like, if I wasn't disabled, I wouldn't be myself, and I wouldn't have my unique perspective, and I wouldn't have, like, become a part of, like, a community or something like that, and it's, like, good for those people. Sometimes there's genuinely no benefits. Yeah, like, it sounded like a scam, but, like, the way it was a scam was just the audacity. Just literally, like, stealing money from people. Yeah, so, like, not only do they screw over content creator links, but it's also, like, I mean, businesses would pay to have their coupon codes, like, promoted on Honey, right? Suffering doesn't make you better, it just makes you suffer. Yeah, for real. Like, I'm suffering from an unknown condition at the moment, and it's not helping me at all. Like, I'm not even getting any work done. Bummer. I'm getting kind of hungry though, so I might break for lunch. I take a break from resting to eat lunch. Companies could pay to not have their coupon codes on Honey. What the hell? As close to what you'd say is the self. Yeah. And that's exactly why, like, if there was a cure for autism, it would be bad. In general, like, I would want a cure, but the reason why it would be bad is because autistic people would be forced to take it, if such a thing could exist. Eat a salad? I don't like salad. I've got some chickpeas. They're covered in salt and vinegar flavoring. What did you stumble into? I'm resting. With my aesthetic plushies. You know, sometimes I think about buying more plushies. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. But then, like, they're either like a makeshift plushie, and I'm not a fan of those. Benry's a makeshift plushie. He's not great. And other times I'm just like, where am I gonna put another one of these? They don't live on my bed. If the Honey lawsuit has PayPal guilty on anything, it's the stealing commission of the content creator links. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a huge thing about this. Yeah, so you had to pay to, like, pick what coupons would appear there. Okay, yeah. Is your entire house this room? I don't live in a house. Kind of wish I lived in a house. I would love to have a backyard with a trampoline. It's like one of my few goals in life, but I live in like a relatively nice apartment building. They're trying to price me out of it though. Have you ever played Hello Neighbor? I've watched an entire retrospective about it. And they're just like, yeah, it was fun at first, but then they kept updating it and adding more bullshit and it wasn't fun anymore. Not that I was ever interested in playing it to begin with, because I don't like those kind of games where you're just being, like, chased around by, like, a thing. Like, I know it's just a guy, but, like, a you know, Nemesis style, it's always there, just, like, interrupting your progress. I'm not a fan of those. It's not a one-room apartment, it's a one-bedroom apartment. There's a difference. I've lived in a one-room. I stream from one room. Used to. I'm gonna be honest, moving to a bigger apartment improved my entire life. Because that apartment looked like shit when I moved in, it looked like shit when I left. But this apartment was nice when I moved in. And I have the desire to keep it relatively nice, so I clean. That's the difference. I clean. Houses are good, but the maintenance becomes your only hobby. Exactly. There's no point to live in a house unless you have, like, multiple people living with you. Or you want something really specific, like a trampoline in the backyard. Sound like a girl I used to play D&D with in college. Well, that is not me. Alright, goodbye, comma week of dead. I hope I feel better too. Like, I felt like the numbness was spreading earlier, but I think it's gone from, like, the upper portion of my back. This better not be a brain tumor, because that would suck ass. What if it's lupus? What if it's fucking lupus? I don't know what I'm gonna do if it's lupus. You know, I'm mad. I'm mad about it. I never went to college. I never played D&D. I never played D&D. That's my opinions on Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got the calendar right over there. It's February, so it's got Jack and Sally just like together with a bunch of screenshots from the movie. This year's Nightmare Before Christmas calendar, very cheap. Very cheap, not much original art. It's just fucking screenshots. They fell off. The Nightmare Before Christmas calendars fell off. Anyway, I'm mad about this whole situation because it seems like every time I become like sick in a way that requires me to go to a doctor, it always turns out to be fucking nothing. They're gonna start thinking that I'm making it up. This happens at least once a year. Last year, I had the exact symptoms for gallstones, like right down to the part, like the pain in the location on the body, like bottom left of the back, stabbing pain that comes and goes randomly. Exact symptoms for gallstones. Like, even the doctor is like, yeah, that sounds a lot like gallstones to me. I go in for a scan. They scan me. And guess what the results found? Not a fucking thing, and then the pain went away. What was that? What is this? Like, if after, like, a week, just the numbness, the pain in my chest goes away, and that's that, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because they did an EKG and everything, and what is happening? Doctors are probably pretty used to things turning out to be nothing. I want an answer to anything that ever goes wrong with me. Like, unless it's something you can physically see, like I've been injured on the outside, all of my occurrences turn out to be nothing. Like, the last time I went to that hospital was because I thought my appendix had burst. It was just COVID that attacked the stomach, but it hurt a lot, so I was like, I should go. And last time they were just like, yeah, your appendix is fine, it's probably just the COVID, and I'm just like, they're gonna think I'm making this shit up. Body decided to play a prank on me. For real. I'm actually mad. Like, this is either gonna go away in a few days and I'm gonna be embarrassed that I made such a big deal out of it, or it's gonna get worse and I'm gonna be, like, paralyzed for the rest of my life. I don't know. I probably won't be paralyzed. It's just, like, the numbing sensation is making me concerned because, like, I know people who have had strokes, and that's, like, exactly what happens after you have a stroke. It's just the numbings. Ugh. Finds that she never fell off her bike. Listen, when they fixed my nose after I fell off my bike, they were like, yeah, it was, like, creaked to the side a little, but it wasn't actually broken. I'm like, ah. I did surgery to fix my nose and it wasn't even fucking broken. Nothing ever happens. How much did I pay? Nothing, because I live in the socialist utopia known as Canada. I keep getting texts from fucking Ford asking for me to vote for him in the upcoming election, and I'm not gonna do it because it was fucking awesome to go to urgent care and not pay a cent. That was awesome. It was fucking epic that I was just able to sit there for a few hours while they ran tests and not have to worry about how much they'd charge me on the way out.
He did surgery on a fucking nose. Could also be your sinuses, depending where the numbness is. It's in my chin, slowly moving to my chest and back. But it's not like pure numbness, it's just like a tingling. And like, it might all be in my head, but like, what if it's not? I'm so mad. Like, give me an answer for this. Why is the market for sick comfort audio so bare on YouTube? Does my algorithm just hate me? I mean, you could just look them up. Well, actually, YouTube searches ass, but you could. I mean, I've made sickness comfort audios, but they never tend to do that well because most people only want to listen to them when they're sick, and most people aren't sick when the audio comes out. Oh my god, I'm dropping bits. Why are my frames dropping? I'm losing internet. Help. Yeah, I'm sorry, Irrelevant. Like, I've done sickness comfort, but like, unless you put like some sort of caveat, like you're a half demon while you're receiving the sickness comfort, it doesn't work. Ralsei's scarf is so soft. It's a very nice scarf. This is a high quality plushie, not like the makeshift ones. What's your favorite movie monster minus Godzilla? Gojira. I don't know. Like, pure monsters, like a monster movie. I don't really watch those. The Invisible Man. That guy was a real monster. You know what? Maybe the Cloverfield monster. The Cloverfield guy. They keep trying to bring that back and it keeps not working. Hello, Ethan. Robot listener recovering from a virus? I mean, I guess. Maybe it could be like a repair audio. Like, the virus made the robot, run too hot and it made a bunch of their parts malfunction, so, the speaker is like replacing your parts. That was my arm. Oh, thank you, Elsie Place, for the gotcha pool. Thank you for the 10 fake memberships. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't really see who you pulled. The screen's far away. Oh, you actually got somebody who's watching. Way to go. Don't start an ARG. You've been tortured of no sleep. Wait, no sleep or no sleep, like the Reddit? This is true SSR pull. It's like yandere that nobody but you can see and can follow you wherever you are, even if you go into space. Yeah, that's just an SCP. It's like an app that you download, and then when you interact with it, like a creature starts following you around. And the picture for it was just somebody's fursuit. You haven't slept in. You should sleep. That's an Owl City lyric. I find a pose in new ways.
slept in 2 days, 'cause cold nostalgia chills me to the... whatever. His new songs aren't good. Thank you, McCalavis. I'm sorry, I can't read anything from here. For being a real faker for 9 months. Thank you very much. Where to get the fish? Jacob gave it to me. I think. Not the monster from It Follows. I mean, sure, but we don't know if it could follow you to space. Did they prove that in the sequel, or like I know it's popular to rules lawyer these supernatural, like, conditions, but if you were in space, like, by yourself, I don't think it could follow you, because there's no other people. If I played Armored Core, no. I don't think I would enjoy it. It's a bendy emoji, meaning left-hand drawer, everything. Yeah, you might want to retract that, because that doesn't make any sense. Isn't there an SCP that's literally a game show like that? I have no idea. I'm only familiar with the most popular SCPs and the ones that I like. Like that what is it, SCP-076 or 073, the murder guy with all the tattoos, he can get it. I like that guy. And the other guy that's like his brother with the metal arms, he can get it. I like that guy. Went to space, the monster would still get you. Yeah, alright. I have a 2-hand drawer, everything that does. Why haven't slept? What? That still doesn't make any sense. I think the 2 days of no sleep is beginning to affect you. Just my personal opinion. Had to deal with your animation? Oh, so you're animating. Wait, so you're animating for like an online thing. Okay, I think I get it. So you're hand drawing everything and that's what's keeping you up. I don't think that's healthy either, but at least that makes a little bit of sense. It's my personal onion. I think I have an onion in the fridge. I hope I have an onion in the fridge. It's always good to have one on hand. Selling brutally honest opinions at the store that sells anything? Maybe. Ralsei's so soft, but his hat arrived all fucked up. I don't know how to straighten it out. Maybe I could use like my garment steamer. Seriously. Ralsei, what the fuck is wrong with your hat? It doesn't even sit on his head correctly. Okay, so you're doing hand-drawn animation, I understand. You should take a break and get some sleep, bro. making a sequel called It Follows called They Follows. That's so stupid. Actually. I always forget, like, Rousey's got like a few like fabric flaps on the back here. I guess that's supposed to represent his hair. It's very soft. In this house we stand black Rousey. White Rousey is no good. Alright, goodbye, Alex. I should probably go eat too. Probably. I wonder if anybody's messaged me on my phone. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know if I have a carbon monoxide detector in here. People are sending me very mean DMs, though. Is it not that you're sort of drunk? What, dude, go to sleep. It's currently 2:34 a.m. and somehow can't sleep. You guys are up to some nonsense. Rousey would want you to sleep. Look at how cute and adorable. He would want you to sleep. He would want you to rest. Like me. I am also resting and sleeping. Deltarune new chapters of 420. Alright. The game's never getting finished. I do love the embroidery they did for like the blushy cheeks. That's pro-ass embroidery. Done with like a machine and everything. Trying to see the Rousey plushie. Yeah. Speak. Look at his little feet. The paws. I mean, since he's a goat, it doesn't really make sense for him to have paws for feet, but like, I'll just accept that anything's going on in the Deltarune universe. Putting the blame on you when my passion project gets delayed. Passion is good. Passion should not put you in a health crisis. I know his dress is riding up. That's annoying. Sit flat. Whatever. He's got the little hands. It's so cute. See, he sits so well. Meanwhile, Benry is always falling over and shit. This is what a high quality plushie gets you. Kawaii. I was thinking of buying the Obey Me makeshift plushies, but like, I don't know, since they canceled the game, I'm like, yeah, glad I didn't. Silk Song is existing, but you're not gonna see it for a while. Imagine they announce it at the Pokemon show. I would buy a Pokemon X Silk Song crossover. Maybe. It could happen. Yeah, Mortimer, I can't understand what you're saying, like, at all. Anyway, my stomach is a grumbling. Rousey would want me to be healthy and eat food, so I'm gonna eat food. I'm gonna do it. You hear me? I'm gonna eat food. My girlfriend lives in Canada, ass game. Real. Anyway. What music do I like? Using your microphone to use chat? Wait, you're using text to speech? That's why it doesn't make any sense? You just unlocked like a new entire layer to this. What do you're not even typing these things? You're just raw dogging text to speech? This is insane. I like J-pop. I like anime OPs for anime that I've never seen. Also video game music for video games that I've never played. Yeah, the twist keeps twisting, but I'm done twisting. I'm gonna go eat lunch and play Balatro. Or maybe that, like, bento game that I bought. It's basically just like that Professor Layton fit the objects into a box puzzle, but that's the entire game. It's on Switch. I might play that while pacing in front of my TV to get my steps in, because strange, mysterious, chest-based illnesses will never stop me from reaching my goal of 10,000 steps a day for 2025. It never ends. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my stream. I hope you all enjoy the stream. I do feel a little less numb after resting, so maybe that's good. I don't know. Now my jaw just feels kind of stiff. Perhaps it's transferred pain from possible gallstones, but we will never know. There's no answers. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.